Okay, so we're only going to do part of this worksheet, like I said before, and we are going to add a couple at the end as well. So I'm on number 7, and there is no GCF. And how many terms do you have here? 3 terms. So what do you need to make? Wonderful. And what are those binomials going to start with? Y. You're looking for factors of 6 that will subtract to 5. 6 and 1. Is everybody all right with that? Yes. Now, if we are subtracting, does that mean same or different? And the bigger one has to be subtraction, so it will look like that. How we doing, guys? So if I were to multiply this whole thing out, I would get the trinomial back again. Guys, remember, the whole point to factoring is to determine the original multiplication problem. You agree that these two parentheses side by side means multiply? Wonderful. Let's go to number 9, right below it. Does it have a GCF? It does not. How many terms? Okay, so we're going to make 2 binomials, and those binomials are going to start with R. I am looking for factors of 12 that will subtract to 4. 6 and 2. If we are subtracting, does that mean same or different? And the bigger one has to be... Now, I really like a way Mr. Pearson was explaining this. He explained it like if these two numbers got in a fight, the bigger one wins, and it's positive in here, correct? So I know the bigger one has to be positive. Is that okay for everybody? Make sense? Let's go to number 11, please. Does it have a GCF? How many terms? Okay, so go ahead and make your binomials, starting with... Good. This time, I still want factors of 6, but I want them to subtract to 1. Everybody good with 3 and 2? Yeah? Same or different? And the bigger one needs to be wonderful. Now, folks, I'm not solving these then because there are no equal signs on these problems. Good? All right. Let's go down to 15. Do you have a GCF? Nope. 3 terms, so you know what to make. Start them with T's. This 56 keeps coming up again, doesn't it? Factors of 56 that will add to 15. 8 and 7 is correct. Same or different? Same because of the plus, right? And they both have to be subtraction. Wonderful. Is there a number 16 over here off to the side? Is it backwards? Can you read it to me, please? So, if it's backwards, what are you going to do with it? Put it in order. Remember, that's called standard form. The correct order would be m squared minus 3m minus 4. Does that have a GCF? It does not. So we do have 3 terms, so we're going to do 2 binomials. We're going to start it with m. I am looking for factors of 4 that will subtract to 3. 4 and 1. Same or different? And the bigger one needs to be wonderful. I think that's all I'm going to do on that part, if that's okay with you guys. We feel okay with that? Okay, let's go down to the bottom part then. These now all have equal signs. Okay, so we are actually going to need to solve these when we're done. Let's just start with 17. Is it equal to 0? Great. Does it have a GCF? Okay, so what are you going to make? Binomials. Start them with, I'm looking for factors of 8 that add to 6, and like Cody just said, it will be 4 and 2. Same or different? And they need to be subtraction. Now you need to set up your 2 equations. Now, I had somebody ask me last period, do I really need to set them up? My answer is no, unless there's something in front of this x. Is that okay for everybody? Okay, so what answer will this give me? Equals 2. Good. Now, guys, and another great point that Mr. Pearson brought up in 4th period, there's 2 answers to this problem because the highest power is 2. If the highest power would be 3, there'd be 3 answers, so on and so forth. Yeah, let's skip 19. Am I on the back now? Yeah, let's go to 23. We are flying through this today. 23. I think you guys are doing great. Are you guys feel like you're doing okay with this? Okay, how do I get this equal to 0? And where is it going to go? At the end, right? It's got to be in the right order. We want to be squared, then regular variable, then no variable. Does this have a GCF? Does not. It does have 3 terms, so we're going to make 2 binomials. Everybody doing all right? Okay. Begin them with, wonderful. I want factors of 35 that will subtract to 2. Wonderful. Same or different? And the bigger one needs to be addition. Does it matter the order in which you have them? It does not. What answer will the first one get you? And then positive 5. Wonderful. Looking good. Let's do 25, please. What do you think? Where am I going to put it? In the middle. Okay, it has to be subtracted, and it's going to go in the middle, so it's in the right order. Does it have a GCF? It does not. And it's a trinomial, so we're doing 2 binomials. We're going to start them with ends. Everybody doing all right there? I'm looking for factors of 36 that will subtract to 5. 9 and 4 is correct. Same or different? And the bigger one needs to be subtraction. What kind of answer do I get here? Wonderful. All right, so let's do a number 26 then. Here's your number 26. Looks like that. Oh, 27, excuse me. Everybody right there? Okay. We are going to solve it because it is equal to 0. Yeah, I'm making up 27. I'm going to add 4 extra problems since we're moving and grooving today. What's the first thing you look for? Does it have one? It does have one. 3 and a y. What's that? Yep. So the 3y goes out front. That's my GCF. What's left over here? Oh, yeah, there's something. See that? That'd be a y. Minus, what is 42 divided by 3? 14. Now, folks, how many terms are in this parentheses? 2. Do you have a way to factor just 2 terms? You don't. You only know how to factor 3 and 4 terms. I don't have anything else I can do with this. And honestly, now I can set these equal to 0, can I? Will this one get me an answer? Because there's a variable with it. Is that all right for everybody? What's that? I don't know what you mean by repeat. It would. You're not going to distribute this back. You're just going to set your 2 equations. How do I solve this first one? So what do you get? 0. And the second one? You get a positive 14. How are we doing there? I wanted to remind you that you don't have anything to do with 2 terms. As soon as you get here, then you're ready to set up your equations. Everybody's all right there? We sure? Okay, let's try another one. No, I want to add 3 more. Let's do this. Let's do this one. There will be 3 answers. It'll be all right. It is already set equal to 0. Does it have a GCF? What? And I can take a 2x out of all of these. So that gets out front as my GCF. What's up? You're good? Okay, so what do I have left in this first term? Now the 2's canceled. Just x squared. How about here? Minus 5x. Everybody doing okay there? Sure? Okay. Now, how many terms does this have? So I can do something with this. I'm going to drop down the 2x, and then I'm going to make my binomials. What's wrong? Are we doing okay? Yeah? What am I going to start this with? And I'm looking for factors of 50 that will subtract to 5. 5 and 10 or 10 and 5, it doesn't matter. Same or different. And the bigger one needs to be subtraction. Now, does this get me an answer? It does, because it has a variable with it. How do I solve it? And what do you get 0? How about this one? -5 here and a +10 there. So there are those 3 answers that Tyler told me I should get. Doing all right? Yes. Okay. What do I want to do next? Take a nap? Nah. No. Sure, we can make it equal 0. Okay, do you have a GCF? How many terms do I have here? What do I do with 4? You group them. It's been a while since we grouped, so I wanted to do a grouping one. What can I take out of the first group? No. I can just take an x out. I can't divide 8 by 3. 8 does not divide by 3. Okay, if you take an x out, 3 what? Plus. Now, what does the next parenthesis start with? It starts with a negative. So I need to start with a negative. What can I divide out of 6 and 16? No. 2. So I am dividing by -2 because I started with a negative sign. What is -6 divided by -2? It's +3, and there's still an x there. And -16 divided by -2? Now, remember what we're looking for here. Did I end up with a repeated factor? What is it? So then what would my leftover factor be? Looks like that. Okay, you're not done though. This one, I probably don't need an equation for. What's this answer? Okay, now this one I would really like for you to set up your equation and tell me how you would solve that. Subtract the 8. So this will be 3x equals -8, and then divide by 3. What is 8 divided by 3? You can do -2 and 2/3. You could keep it as -8/3. What about the decimal answer? Repeating. -2.6 repeating. How are we doing here? Just fine? Just great? Okay. We'll do one more. We'll call it a day. No? You find some space? All right, guys. Number 30. What am I feeling like here? In this class, yes. Come on in. What you got for me? Thank you. Let's do this. Make it easy? Okay. Okay, got it. No. Okay, let's do this. You all right? Nope, nope. Okay. Am I going to need to solve this? There's no equal sign. Okay. I'm not going to group it because there's only 3 terms. Before we look at binomials, I need to ask myself, is there a GCF? 3. You can divide all of these by 3. So I have x squared. What's next? Minus 12xy. Minus 45y squared. Okay. Now, I still have 3 terms, which means now I'm going to do my 2 binomials. What am I going to start them with? End with y because of the y squared on the end. What am I looking for? That also subtracts to 12. 9 and 5 don't subtract to 12, but they do make the 45, but they don't subtract to 12. 3 and 15 is correct. Same or different? And the bigger one needs to be. Here we go. Now, guys, if this was equal to 0 and we were going to solve it, would this 3 out front get me an answer? No, because there's no variable with it. Okay, does anybody have any questions on what to expect on their test tomorrow? Your test tomorrow will have 6 fill in the blanks. Okay, they're like sentences that I always say and you have to fill in the blanks. Like, for example, the blank step to factoring is to look for a GCF. And you would put a first in there. And there's a word bank for you to choose from. Is that good? Okay, so you have 6 of those at the beginning. Now, I give you 12 words and there's only 6 of them. And so it's not like you can use process of elimination. Fair enough? And then the rest of them are like we've done here. Some that you don't have to solve, some that you do need to solve. Fair enough? Okay, so this worksheet, you need to finish the odds for homework. Okay, odds are for homework. Evens are then extra credit if you want them. It can all be done on this sheet. I will just collect this sheet. Does anybody have any questions on what's expected of them? You guys have 20 minutes. I mean, okay, so now you should probably do the evens. And you didn't turn in your homework today, I don't think, did you? So you probably could do that as well. Yeah, give me 1 second. Okay. Does anybody else have any other questions before we get started? I don't mind if you listen to music as long as I can't hear it. I don't mind if you work with a partner as long as you're getting something accomplished. Do you have a form for me to sign today?